They should have a coach in every company now, somebody that somebody can talk to get clarity on why they're reacting the way they're reacting. And you will see better employers, because then they will say, wait, I'm treating my boss like I would treat my dad.
So, like how this kind of like transition has been for you. I mean, like you used to work in media, like about how long, and then you have like transitioned into this corporate and in coaching industry, like and then to get into this kind of, like core HR, personnel management, recruitments, retentions.
I never saw anybody happy. Everybody had a lot of money, had a lot of attention, but they were never happy. And so when I found myself in the same boat, that's when I got into the mind science. I started learning about the subconscious and started learning about how the emotions drive your reality. When I started focusing on that, emotions that I felt from childhood and how it impacted my feeling of success in Hollywood, that is where I got in tune with this stuff. And I would say no job, no paycheck, no new car, no house you buy, no thing you get is going to make you happy. Just experiencing every moment and taking it in and going, why now? Why am I experiencing that today? There's so many intertwined, deep-rooted emotional triggers in our life that we respond to, you don't take notice of. And the key is to recognize those and go, is that who I want to be? And does it benefit me going forward?
There seems to be like a complete change of events in terms of culture and the way there are things done in US, and then things how the way they're supposed to be like done back in India. And whenever I'm like talking with my siblings, I'm like, what, this is so different, like with the kind of life that you guys are living, the kind of problems and issues which you're facing at your workplace, entirely different.
They should have a coach in every company now, somebody that somebody can talk to get clarity on why they're reacting the way they're reacting. And you will see better employers, because then they will say, wait, I'm treating my boss like I would treat my dad. I'm feeling like he's my pop, and so they will come across with a different perspective.
But training, it's more of like a carrot and stick approach that, there needs to be a skill which needs to be developed, and there's a process, and you have the activities, and you kind of just trying to trending it around, just trying to figure out, okay, this is the way I have my crowd. Let's see if this works or not.
Here in the US, we're really inundated with all these free coaching sessions. People can get you, this many clients, and, you do this program, and it's all about presentation. We sell ourselves short because nothing of value is easy to me. And I don't think we should make it that easy. It's really difficult. People that want to get coached, it's just like training for a sport. You got to get hit. You got to fall down. You got to take the beating, and you got to get back in the ring. And that's kind of what coaching should be. It should be one of those things that is not something you do lightly and think, if I take a 3-step program, I'm going to feel better.
The kind of depth that you're actually giving into training, it's something that have actually really inspired me to even, just kind of level up in whatever I've been actually sharing my trainings as well. Because, they, even while you're training someone, you can actually go out on the deep roots of it. And, you can actually figure out, even if it's with employees or corporate trainings, you can actually go out and figure out that, okay, if they are having some kind of emotional trauma stored in them, or, have they had like any, I don't know, like past experiences which have been traumatic for them, which is kind of still there as a bit of frustration, I really liked one thing which you mentioned, which was that you have that perception with you, and then you kind of speak to your perception that, you served me at a point, you protected me at a point, but now you're not serving me anymore. So I want you to let go, so it's for you to go. And I think people don't do that.
They think their past is their identity, and they kind of live that personality over and over again. This is the way to kind of look at that, is like you've evolved. Just like you don't play with dolls anymore, you don't play with that emotion anymore. You kind of see it for what it is and let it go. And I think that's where leadership is struggling, especially in the US, because legacy is, I'm the boss. And then, like you said, let's go back to the kid. If the boss says, come to my office and he talk to you, that takes me back to childhood where I'm in trouble. My mom says, go to your room. Or the teacher says, go to the principal's office. Like, what did I do? And that feeling is, people don't want that feeling anymore. They want peace. They don't want to feel stressed anymore. So the more leaders stick to that leadership legacy way of making people feel like they have to do something, or they're in trouble if they don't do it, that creates this distrust and feeling of angst, and they want to find peace. And so they're willing to leave or give half-ass work ethic until they find a way to escape.